subscribe to Sporting Icons to stay in touch with all the top news. God bless you all.
So the IBF super middleweight world champion James Degale is, as of today, no longer the IBF super middleweight world champion. James Degale has decided to relinquish his IBF title, and we'll get straight into his statement. So, James Degale's statement. Today I have relinquished my IBF world title as I look to secure big fights in the final chapter of my career. I've achieved so much in my career: Olympic gold, British and European titles, and becoming a two-time world champion. This is the final phase of my career where I want to be in the biggest fights possible. My team have been working very hard behind the scenes, and we've got some exciting news to announce soon. James Degale's statement. So we could take this many different ways. We could kind of argue the point with him to say, well, if you want the big fights, then you need that strap around your waist, right? Okay. Now, of course, he does have a mandatory that he's now decided not to take upon with Uzakatu. Did I say that right, Uzakatu? Yeah. Anyway, he's a quality fighter, okay? And, he absolutely butchered Degale in his last fight. Now, okay, so he didn't want that fight. Why? Maybe because it wasn't financially lucrative, okay? But it still would have been, because he would have been 75% as IBF champion. Now, what has he done? He's vacated the title. This would probably lead on to probably an announcement that he's going to be taking on Billy Joe Saunders. But it could be a catch. Billy Joe Saunders, middleweight, so he's actually the weight below him. That in itself is not a catch, but him being WBO world middleweight champion is the catch. James Degale is not ranked by WBO. Unless, of course, he's now spoken to the WBO, maybe Frank Warren. Of course, Frank Warren has some links, shall we say, some influence, shall we say, with the WBO. Look at all his fighters, okay, for the answer of that one. Same with Bob Arum. Now, maybe the WBO are going to rank him, so Billy Joe Saunders can fight him. If they don't, then, okay, he's going to have to look elsewhere. Now, of course, when he's talking about big fights, for me, to get the big fights, you need to be world champion, right? His name alone is not going to do that. Him being IBF champion would make it that he gets more of a higher split, depending on who it is that he fights. For example, a big fight with George Groves, or the winner of George Groves, Callum Smith. That is a big fight here in UK, right? Him being champion, he's bringing something to the table. So, if he was to fight Chris Eubank Jr., again, a big fight. Does that need a title on the line? No, not really. But he'd probably get a more favourable split if he had the title. So, of course, we're really going to have to wait and see what this huge announcement is that's coming real soon. It's exciting news as to who it is that he's actually going to be fighting. Is he going to be moving up? Who knows, to light heavyweight? Maybe a rematch with Badu Jack? Don't know. Maybe he's going to be given a shot at the IBF title at light heavyweight. Don't know. Do not know. But we'll find out soon enough. But that's pretty much the news right now, that James Degale has in fact vacated his IBF World Super Middleweight title. So that title is now vacant. So that would be Uzakatu against whoever it may be. Don't know. So now things are kind of taking a bit of shape. James Degale is not the fighter that he used to be, unfortunately. He has dropped right the way down. I mean, his loss to Caleb Truax, he's probably going to haunt him for the rest of his life, because that's a fight that he shouldn't have lost. And even in the rematch, while he did win fairly comfortably, he did struggle at times. But anyway, we'll have to really wait and see. But for me, I believe that Billy Joe Saunders is in fact the favourite to be taking on James Degale next. Is that a big fight? Well, you decide. Drop your thoughts below. Click that thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.